So I'm thinking about the many countries around the world that have populations who are not educated, that haven't been through the education system, that haven't learned skills or trades, that don't understand a lot of things. I'm thinking of all these countries. I'm thinking of Yemen. I'm thinking of Afghanistan. I'm thinking of Brazil. I'm thinking of Chad. There are so many countries around the world with populations that are not highly educated. And I'm thinking that running a banking system or social services or medical industry, all of it is highly complicated and it needs very smart people to be running these things. And a lot of countries simply don't have people who have the education to learn what's needed to be understood in order to run an economy and to run social services, to run local government and political systems, etc. Basically, I'm wondering how many countries around the world manage to function because what needs to be done in order to run a country is incredibly complex. And I think we struggle to do it here in Britain. And we have a stable economy, we're wealthy, we're not at war, things are running well, and it's still difficult to run our economy. But in so many countries around the world, they don't have much wealth, or they're war-torn and ill-educated population, and yet still they manage to function somehow. But running an economy is incredibly difficult, and there's so much that needs to be understood. And as I said, many of these countries don't have the populations with sufficient education to do what needs to be done to run a country. So I'm wondering how many countries around the world function, how they're able to run. How can Afghanistan run, or Chad, or Libya? There are many countries who simply don't have populations with sufficient education. I'm amazed that many countries around the world manage to run, and I'm surprised they're able to do it. So, as I said, here in Britain, have has enough we have enough difficulty running our affairs, and we have a highly educated population. We're stable and wealthy, and it's still difficult. So how much more in many of these other countries around the world which are suffering either with war or poor education, it's just difficult to run a country, even when you have a highly educated population and you're wealthy. So how much more to run a country if you're war-torn or you have ill-educated population? And there are many countries out there that are like that.